in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the San Francisco 49ers. Robbie Gould's got it on the tee. He kicks it off, and here we go from Levi's Stadium. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this to the 32.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out. And they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Brady. This is caught by Evans. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. A first carry for Rashad White. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
Hey, 56.
From the 31, Brady. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. To throw, it's Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 31 yards. And the Bucs put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes the score 7-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And Lance now to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Now a play fake. Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Throwing now is Lance. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
And that's why that position was created. Big, powerful, strong guy who can carry the ball and plow forward. That's exactly why you have him on the field.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Lance looking to throw it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run.
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it. And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
It's now 3rd and goal.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Christian McCaffrey taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Niners are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A handoff, Fournette running left. They'll get this down to the 38. Fournette once more on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 7-7, our score after 1. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. On 1st down, Brady. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Russell Gage, 29 yards. And the Bucs have moved out in front. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Succop for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Buccaneers 21, 49ers 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it right around the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On play action, Lance. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off, and the Buccaneers are going to take over here up near the 40. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. He's a little too aggressive there from his Mike linebacker spot.
Sometimes you jump into gaps trying to draw them off sides. This time he tricked himself.
And the hard count got the defense there, encroachment, and the 5-yard penalty.
They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, or you shit wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All up in my business, real nose like a bloodhound. I'ma throw them off like I'm standing on a picture mound. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around. Hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now. Oh, everybody acting different now. Finally trying to see what I be on. Got a different style, they be at the brand new when they know I've been around. Got a fake smile on your face cause you been inclined. I can say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the San Francisco 49ers. Got it on the tee. He kicks it off, and here we go from Levi's Stadium. Taken at the goal line. And they'll begin by running the option. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Here's Hurts to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Hurts finding Goedert there. First down, Philadelphia.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That whole thing was thrown off track thanks to the defense of Fred Warner. Really nice play.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one by the line of scrimmage.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing his Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Lance and the 49ers now. First and 10 at the 20. And Kittle catching the slant. The 40. The 20. 10. 5. Touchdown. 49ers. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The last series for them a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. First and 10. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Hurts going to give it to Sanders on the option. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. An option handoff given to Sanders. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
no doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground. Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line. And into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the first down.
That was earning a first down the hard way. You want your quarterback to be a scrapper, but you also want to keep him upright. He paid for that first down by taking a big-time hit.
Let's go. Steal. Check steal.
On first down, Lance. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Lance. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 23. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
They'll start with the option, and he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
19 tight. 19 tight. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
They run with Sanders off the option. And some room to maneuver. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. What a run there. I mean, you got speed, elusiveness, escapability, all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached. They get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands. And guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Second down, back to Sanders. And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Bad news, they didn't get it on 2nd down. The good news is they still only need about 3 or 4 inches here on 3rd.
And the good play callers have looked at both situations. They thought to themselves, okay, this call, I pick up the 1st down, already ready with that call. If I don't, this is what I'm going to come back with in order to pick it up.
And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. This from 44 yards out, left hash. The kick by Elliott is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying, make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowsky to punt the football. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Room here to run. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to